How's it going, YouTube and Twitch gang? Today, we're back with more gosh Danganrompa. We're gonna attempt to do all of the investigation and all that stuff now. But it's currently 1:15 a.m. and we have until like 3 a.m. Time's going a little bit over that, but yeah. If we're not. We never run about else than that. I think it said they were at the dorms. They're probably gonna be surprised to see me. If they're not, I'd be surprised if they weren't surprised to see me. I guess they have to individually knock on their doors. Is Tina's room? Is she inside? Knock knock.
Hey.
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Gonna give me any clue? Are they not at all here? Very useful stuff. Nighttime though.
Hey.
Now let's head to the dorms. Oh, okay, where everyone is. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The place I was just at, no one was at. Yeah, I'll make sure to check there again because I guess they just show up. Guess I just have to check everyone's room until they're not there.
Okay, rejoining on Xbox.
Okay. Is Bianca's room? Is he inside?
Hey.
I don't think he's in here. Come on, we need to keep looking. I'm guessing they're not here either.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah, nothing there. Would they all be in someone's room? Oh, they could be in my room. Could have been the first place I checked. This is my room. I can't head back yet. Oh, okay, so they're not there. Kyoko's room?
Just a second.
Is there some reason you need to search my room? Oh, I need to keep looking. What do you mean? There's no one here, Kyoko. You're losing your mind. If they're not in their rooms, I don't know where they'd be. Unless there's something new revealed to us. It's just the warehouse. Then to head to the dorms, though. I guess I can just check every person's room. Unless they meant take a bath, you know? Okay. I'm confused on where anyone is. And suddenly we were greeted with... Okay, you again. Is he broken? I suppose emotional instability reaches its limit. Geez, what the heck?
However.
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Of course not. Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo shoo. In a flash, my tears dried up.
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Yep, let me just disappear into the kitchen. It's like, hey, Owie, not walk past you. Savage. It's like when you wave, you know, someone behind them, but it's really me trying to, instead of talk to you, I'm trying to go to the kitchen. So what have you guys been, doing while I was gone? Well, we figured since the trial was over, we'd have access to a new place again. And no dice, all the rooms that were locked were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way they can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason.
Makoto.
Well, can't we access any locked room now? So there's no time to indulge in an extended happy whatever reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened, Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's what I have to tell you. I need to tell you what happened in the last class trial. Last class trial.
In other words,
We're going to redo Monokuma's trial. Or Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto wasn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
It's all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he did to try and stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. And so I went and negotiated with them to have the trial once more time. And the mastermind agreed. Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. They used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Murkuro, right? Or whatever. So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery. But we've looked around, but we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I mean, I want to get out of here as soon as possible. Or as soon as possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words,
Interesting.
one decides to find a battle, rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Makura and all the school's mysteries is a pretty tall order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who the enemy is now. But if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay. Enough puns, anyway, here's a hint. I've already told you this already, but the killing game began with 16 participants. All of them are high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So in other words,
If Mastermind really is the one that killed Mukuro, and Kyoko says, then the Mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scenes like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the Mastermind is... There are 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the Mastermind would have had to have been one of them.
that's right.
And one of the 16 students we started out with, and we're the only ones still alive. Are the people standing right here? Need I continue or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And then there's one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, you're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair? Or they're an ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us is a mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Maybe Monokuma was on autopilot, maybe they loaded him up with dialogue and action beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Bing bong.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Heck yeah. Not that that would have really mattered because we could have accessed every room in the school anyway, but yeah.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very monogamous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is over, now we need to begin our investigation, but I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, my master. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. Goodbye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Hmm.
Just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust anyone or everyone, you know.
'cause
But up till now, I haven't really been at all useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all by my own. Yeah. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, just us two.
Indeed.
And now it's just me. And that's what I'm going with there. You're gonna go off on your own tune, right, Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our own search separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So,
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. We should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
I better get going. I have an endless list of things that I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors to the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover this truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. I proved the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I gotta start by taking a look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with the knife, which was completely through the body. They also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once you find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then you'll know who the mastermind is. First, I start my investigation to figure out who killed her. I guess I start in the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and door to the data center. So Those are like all at the very top. Oh, and the second floor of dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and dojo. Okay, time to get started. Okay, I was about to say, I don't feel like scrolling every time, but they made a little nifty book for me. Going to the second floor dorms. The gate's open. We can finally check the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. I don't know, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here somewhere. Something. Okay, I thought there was only the female bathroom. And I'm like, so only females are on the second floor. Yeah, this does look a little brutal. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even a bed anymore. It's more like, or it's more garbage. Just garbage. More just garbage. Anything crazy going in the bathroom? I opened the door, just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Okay. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. But there's valuable information in there. Bathroom looks completely fine. Oh, there's nothing going on here. Is that a giraffe coming out of a locker? I have to know. Well, that won't really give me the answer that way, but looks like a locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been the Hope Peak students who came here before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. A lot of lockers to search. There's a metal plate mounted by the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I wonder if I can open this lock. Rattle, rattle. Open the lock. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open, after all. It's pretty similar to the card readers on the locker room on the second floor school. Wait. Card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor. Okay. If you can use your e-handbook to open those up. Does that mean? Well, let's give it a try. I took my handbook and ran across the card reader, and then there's no lock. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Unlucky. You see the same here. Whenever I can open this lock. Nope, lock, card reader, yep. Does this mean? Well, I'll just give it a try. Took my handbook, yep. Okay. Seems like we could have to do some better books. There's metal plate planted on the locker, yep. This locker's already broken. Oh, I can open this one. Card reader. Oh my god, there's like a million options here. Snap that one. Doesn't seem like these things. I'm assuming there has to be something on the second floor of interest, though. Otherwise, why would they put us here? Alcohol. This room doesn't feel like any student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
This is the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. But I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? That looks like a secret door. And there's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something.
So.
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. What space does that mean? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. They haven't gone over here yet? You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter my password, the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and characters, but you can't really go from there. That's right. Or you're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I threw all the paperwork, all the fires, the PC, everything I could find or think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this. I bet I can crack it. A chair. I can't imagine soon using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Let's home to a computer. It must have belonged to that master. There's a piece on the desk. Must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used it last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though, and nothing we don't already know.
in other words.
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group responds for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people. Those driving force comes from despair, or whose driving force comes from despair. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the master is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair. Jeez. This is a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way I stand a chance. Wait, no. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of or something she wouldn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Also, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet that idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. Want to try it, do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Beep. Green. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? That look at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. This is a weird room. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. To be fair, I wouldn't have thought of using her name. But better check out the switch button before doing that. Okay. What's in the box? There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising probably. Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Thinking it's a head? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and I opened the lid slowly, ever so slowly. I lifted it up, and light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not surprised it's a skull, but yeah. What's in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. I knew she was going to say just as I thought, too. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones. Okay. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy is in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones? That body? That's my father. Or at least what's up to him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out, and according to the files, the headmaster's a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Very polarized approach. I know. Okay, enough puns. But anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but Killing Game became 16 participants older than high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the Killing Game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the Killing Game were 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume. And most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true career detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. A box of bones. A picture. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. Now what do you expect me to do? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoning me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. I don't really think this is... I guess technically we have to uncover all the secrets, you know? Finally Cabinet seems to like a place, or the kind of place you'd find a clue, or I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine, check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found was piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well.
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy, instead he left it all behind.
Now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Okay. I guess I can check this thing again. Headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding something cool. Okay. Don't really put permission. Don't worry about me if you're going to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each of them, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer, huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label in it. It says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words.
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
Would seem.
May prove useful as we continue our investigation. So why don't you hold on to it? Huh? The Kyoko. I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's ebook.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh. Can I ask you a favor? I know what I'm about to do with this handbook. That's go to all those lockers. A favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenient, or I've only inconvenienced, or it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit, Kyoko. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately, so please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Time to raid these lockers. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. The bones in a box. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father, they killed him. The headmaster's dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you. That was Hope's Peak headmaster. The same person, or so that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is. Very polarizing approach, and enough funds. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this, but the killing game began 16 participants, and all of them are high school students. And the only people take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game has begun are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mercuro and the mix, and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mercuro. Even she's undeniably dead. I'm still not sure about that. The ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I still find it weird that they're saying, oh, it's undeniably this person, all that. Because again, they'd basically be saying that the headmaster decided to kill them to blame Kyoko. Which seems like they aren't allowed to kill people, you know? So, you know, if you ask me. The Eye of Horus or whatever. Unrelated. Okay. Let's go back to draft lockers. And this time, we'll open everything. Because we have a little nifty book. I wonder if I can open this locker. Right, no select. Yep. After all. Here's something to the thing. Yeah, choose the handbook to open this. Does that mean, well, let's give it a try. Do my handbook. What? No lock. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook? I found the headmaster's hidden room. Okay, let's give it a try once more. Took out the emergency handbook and used it. Beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. Locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Okay. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever uses locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual, as natural as possible, I picked up some of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Okay. There's another thing, right? Playing cards or something? A deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for fortune telling? For telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I think I have the Mirror Havoc, we're in across the card reader. Beep. Take this locker open. Let's see what's inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. A single book. There's one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure what it is, but there's some writing inside that could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. What? How do you know it's a girl's handwriting? No letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote it was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. What? I'm swimming through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. Think bug, go die. There's a plan to turn Host Peak into a shelter and isolate the students in a communal life. Get out of here, stink bug. I hate you. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. This so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe, to keep them as our hopes for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with that plan. That's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. I just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong, but the whole thing. But then I reached the last page as a question mark spinning through my head. Just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Nice. You know, that seems like something like maybe, just maybe we talk to Kyoko about it. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers. I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the locker that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving and investigating forward, and I have to believe in everyone. Okay, and all the other ones are going. Cool. Yeah, but I think that does it for our investigation up here. Wouldn't it be funny if we got like assaulted in the highway by the 16th student again? It was like really confusing. That'd be funny. Okay. This music's going hard, bro. I think we had access to everything on this floor before. Library, archive, all that jazz. I don't think we need to go to the pool or anything. Rec room. That place. I guess everything we really need to check out would be on the 4th and 5th floor. I don't know why. I'm just getting a strange feeling that I should check out the music room. Like Soul's gonna be playing the piano. I was wrong. You never know, dude. Never know. I feel like I'm learning a lot.
Hey, Makoto.
Avocado? Mikado? What kind of... Anyway, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? That'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but you made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. He can race over to a nearby desk and hit underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I throw my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. What the heck? Oh, is this how they control This is weird. This all seems kind of sick, though. There was an explosion, thankfully. Oh, there was no explosion, thankfully. Okay. I was about to say, where's the explosion? First impression was, well, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Okay. That was... Okay. Really threw a curveball. What's this device? Looks like some sort of control panel. It's really over the top, though. It looks like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Heath and me would probably freak out if you saw it. Cockpit? So, the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then, could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it and what... or whatever, I'm going to start pushing buttons. Oh, and you can't just... Or whatever, something like this. It was too late. He was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. What did you push? I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was the one button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel. I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. And that must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center was right next door. The room we just ran. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from here. Monokuma here? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey. Roar, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How'd you know?
Say what?
Hey, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything.
Found it.
Here. Guess what I found? The self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. I could scare everyone right now. I can mess around and just control Monokuma, spook everyone. That seems fun. Well, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? You're the one controlling just now. It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. The control panel is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Yoka's was right.
But
If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Okay, I'm not reading this entire thing again. The mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is a 16 student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control has been added to the truth section. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. I can't check the weird hatch thing that looks like they could get in and out of. Click. I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It just locked on its own. What? A hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Or my hand. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course, slide because the data center is not restricted. Come on, Exuma. Hey, not fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. If that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just jumped up and stopped moving. In that room?
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
Then, but that doesn't make any sense. We were just sitting there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you serious? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to take a certain suspicious hatch? No way. What do you mean? I literally, okay. Okay, there goes my controller. I literally tried and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't check out the hatch. You stupid idiot. If only I was smarter, Jared. If only I had more brain cells. The hatch on the floor. I didn't even notice that. Too bad that was your one big chance and you blew it. Okay, Monica, we don't gotta rub it in. Of course, that hatch can't be opened from from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now that the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Please. He's going, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. You have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna move around and tell everyone what we found. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
Got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Okay, so we can prove that the 16th student is still alive at that point then. Right? Because we know that it's not one of us. Right? Like, we've pieced that together right now, right? That it can't possibly be that person. Or it has to be someone that we don't know, because at the very beginning, Monokuma was live with all 15 of us together. So literally the only single person it could have been is the 16th student. Like, legitimately, that's the only possible explanation. So we know they couldn't have died. So, and we know none of us killed the body. So couldn't we just say that, you know, the person who killed them was them? That simple, you know, like literally just that simple. You know, took off in full sprint, and I have to do what I can do. That's the only way forward. Okay. Well, that solves one of the mysteries. So what exactly are the mysteries? Who the 16th student is, or no? I guess who killed the body? Who the headmaster is? And who the mastermind is? Right?
I guess.
But then we already kind of put together that the 16th student is the mastermind and that they're the one that killed the body. I guess we also don't know, like, why Kyoko forgot her memories and why there's that weird stuff in the lockers and all that, you know? But I don't know exactly what that would be considered, you know? Because if it is, we lost our memories or something like that, then what's it? How would we figure that out? I don't know. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. There are trophies that even a shield, and even a shield and display case. That is not what I clicked at all. Even in the headmaster room, there's a monitor. Yeah, that does seem a little weird. There are files on the floor. There are documents scattered all across the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. No, I'm not going to talk about any of them.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? Do you think I'll just forgive you because you're
Such
you?
ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. From the headmaster room surveillance camera. Oh yeah, because I guess we're just supposed to always listen to you, Byakuya. Sorry, I can't have a mind of my own. Bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books, I'm guessing it was saying. We came to the right place. This time, would you like to see something interesting? Well, I meant to click the other button. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of the pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student register. It contains profiles on all of us and Makuro.
So in other
Apparently
words,
class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile in Kyoko's room. So there's Soldier 78. I don't know. Yeah, that's right.
I was thinking that joke for so long.
Yeah, same. Just an obvious joke, but like, yeah. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got the page. And since the rest of the profiles are listed in there, along with
in
hers,
other words,
there can be no doubt Makuro was the student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Makuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems like Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. And even Terry, the way the paper has been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. What's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page. Correct. Makuro's profile actually contained 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there's more information about Makuro and we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report, but put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Makuro reappeared suddenly in the background of an entity floats. Alright. Oh, and in the background. Oh, in the background of the picture. Okay. An entity floats. Close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just a gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. That's what she looks like. Despite the countless battles she has gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she's entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves she's her tremendous skill in battle. Okay. Well, it says she wasn't wounded at all. Right? So,
Yeah.
if she was a dead body, then it wasn't from any of those reasons. Because of her being a soldier.
She'd have to be injured, like, later on then.
At the school, basically. Or right before.
And a few days ago, which would really have to be of her own volition then. Since no one's seen her.
Yeah, I mean, how long have we even been here? Not that many times, right? Like, a week or two? Maybe like 2,
I think
almost 3?
more than that.
Well, because each
Yeah,
night
probably
was a
that.
day, and each 3 nights, like we had 2 days of free time, and then like that. So it's like each trial was basically like at most 5 days, but I think it was more like 4. So, yeah, that fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. And I want to believe in her, but she's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all responsible measures. Makuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even if the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of, they would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
what?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh. Are we still questioning that Mukuro's like dead? Like that they're the ones that died? Like we know that's simply not possible, don't we? Don't we literally know it for a fact? Because if Mukuro's there, and especially that's what she looks like, we know all the students so far are either alive or that they are confirmed dead. Right? We saw them all die. Right? Except the Mukuro. And then, like I said, You're like, okay, well that means that body's probably hers. But then, you know, the argument is, it can't be because she's still alive because she's controlling Monokuma as we speak. Huh?
That's fine.
Seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's one other important bit of information within the file that should take note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? The girl who seemed to be included as part of our class, number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information of the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, something like that. What do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? My god, Dirt. It's like he gets all this information and doesn't actually use it whatsoever. You know? I don't understand. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say, or what you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. The only thing that I didn't necessarily consider, but I don't know if it's an option, right? Is what if, like, the 16 students, they just, like, come in a pair, but they're considered the 16th student, you know? Like, since they're both the ultimate despair.
Possible.
They count as one student. So maybe there's this, or a group, there could be like 5 people, right? Maybe that was just one of them, you know? And the ultimate despair is really multiple people, like that. But I feel like when you say 16 students, that makes it, think bug, hurt you, die, or at least get out of my face. I'm also off my drink. But I feel like they said 16 students, you know? And seeing as Toko doesn't count as 2 students, even though she has a split personality, you know? Maybe, just maybe they consider if the ultimate despair is technically multiple people, you know? I don't know though. I don't think that seems fair, you know? No, but the 16 students. Oh, but actually the 16th student's actually 3 people, separate people. They're all 1/3 of the 16th. I don't know. Seem to be getting along well with Kyoko quite well. Or seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Called a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. My advice is free this time. Take it or don't as you will. Okay, then my thanks. I mean, there's also the obvious thing of like maybe there's multiple despairs where Kyoko could even be one of the despairs, you know? Because she's actually is a student, but like she'd be part of it because they know they come in a pair. But it doesn't say both pairs were here, or maybe they count as the same student. So I don't know. Seems like we're, you know, I don't know. Did it say we had to go to the chem lab? I'm pretty sure that was locked off for him. No, I know the chem lab. I'm thinking of the bio lab. That's what I'm trying to get to. Which is on the 5th floor? I think I need to check every room on the 5th floor. Well, the garden for sure. The dojo, I know they said. Raw science. Oh, is this like a morgue? Well, here I am at the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like a giant, or it feels like a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's some kind of weird machine or something built to the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side. Okay, how many are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Enough for each of us. And then we have us
That
6 and then 1.
Is Graham.
Nah, Jordan. It's a great outlook to have.
The way you just happily counted them 2 by 2.
Some kind of weird machine, oh yeah. Something like that. And that's I assume the kind of stuff in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look inside. Okay, a little room. Can I like investigate these things a little bit more? Some kind of weird machine on left. The lights are on the left. Okay, the right hand lights are off. Some kind of weird machine, yeah. Oh, what's that? Okay. Yes. I want to see all the dead bodies though, right? That seems like some good things to know, right? Oh, wait a second. I'm surprised the surveillance cameras couldn't work. It's not cold in here. Are those tarps right there? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. So I think my hypotheses may be correct that it was a dead body that they used to explode. But who's gonna open that thing? Not me. The icicles hanging from the monitor. I mean, I would gladly see all the dead bodies, but some kind of booklet.
I keep calling Maggie.
What'd you say?
Makoto's a coward.
Yeah. Also just a terrible investigator and deducer. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is an instruction manual for the fridge. What? Makoto? What kind of logic is that? Are they trying to keep my bagels at an optimal temperature? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. No, definitely not. It's all about those, about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which means inside each slot lit up by the blue, another one of the victims is. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's dead, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Does that mean I'm gonna open them? Oh no. Of course not. I'm not actually gonna continue my investigation. Cool. Literally, but I'd be looking at all the dead bodies. You know how easy it'd be if we're like, hey, look, a dead body's missing? And we figure out whose dead body's missing? And then we're like, oh, I wonder if that matches the person missing. Like, wait, it does. You know? That'd be crazy. But no, that's too big brain. Is the body still here, burnt up? No. Huh. It's gone. Makro's body. It's not here. Can I talk to someone? Should I just leave? Okay, no. Did the planet eat it? What? Body is it true? Does it really? Okay. No, it's not related. Okay. I'm guessing the storage shed. Maybe the body's inside the storage shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? Of course, these aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There is one other thing. That tarp. The tarp. A tarp played a keyhole, yes. A key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says biolab. This originally came from the biolab. Wow. What? There's no way. And also what I pieced together, seeing that's I really need to check here. That there's technically, if there's 6 students left and all the other ones were dead, even though we know someone's controlling Monokuma, but that also the 16 students dead. I don't see how they I'm assuming that's just information that not everyone, I guess, is piecing together, you know? But if in the morgue there's also not the spot for the dead body, that there's not one in there, you know? Unless there is one for that person, but then still one's missing. No, but that would also explain why there wasn't one out of commission, because, like, say, even if they did use a dead body, which we can assume they did, seeing as there's one for all 6 of us and the other student, you know? So if that other student did die, and for some reason Monokuma's on, like, autopilot, or one of us is controlling or whatever, that means it's not actually dead. However, if they stole a body, and then now that body's back in the morgue, it would take the same amount of spots, you know? So in fact, the fact that there is the blue light means that the body was back where it was. And so that even says even more that they had to have used the dead body. Hook, line, and sinker. To be fair then, does it even matter who was murdered? Because were they really murdered if it was just a dead body? Like, doesn't... I personally think it's Junko's body, right? But does it even matter whose body it is? If it was just a dead body? It never mattered before if we knew who the victim was, did it? But I guess that's a mystery of the school. Well, apparently. Otoko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not even a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, I would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't tell me to
problem?
calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm just gonna get going. I feel like if I try to get going, it's gonna say stuff. Started time for the class trial?
This is a school announcement.
Why is he talking differently now? Why is he like,
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
will do, Monokuma, sir. What, now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? So I'll teleport to the gym using my teleportation. Oh, hey, hero. Oh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You're Monokuma's announcement, right? Why are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? No, I doubt it. Yo, a cutscene. Don't get these often enough. I'm alone here with a couple of balls on the ground, a tree and the thing, and Monokuma making an announcement.
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? What just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you? The envelope. Oh, it says my name. Guessing I was the last to arrive. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Is this all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No, 15 then. Me taking the picture. Why are they hiding Junko's face?
Coincidence.
I don't think so.
Possible though.
I feel like if anything, they'd be hiding this other person's face. Seeing as we weren't supposed to see it, you know? Like ever, I guess, you know? So why are they hiding Junko's face? Why can't I be in the picture, bro? It was everyone who'd come to Host Peak Academy at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. What do you mean? We saw a picture of her. And that's not true. I do recognize her. Yeah, exactly. I just corrected myself, kind of. I'm basically a subconscious, Jared. But he just ignores me. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. They look similar enough. You know? Fuck, bro. Then this girl is. I want to see Junko, bro. I feel like we didn't get to learn enough about Junko. Seemed cool. Her voice was kind of annoying, but... What? Why? Why is Makro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed this, here posed like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Bro, is he just like that dumb? Like, and now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. It's not him. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. It's because I'm taking the picture. Yeah, but I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture. Okay. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else. That's when I arrived at Hope Peak Academy. Sometimes for me not to be in the picture, but that's definitely unnatural. Or but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. This picture is real. What could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling solio? I have no idea what that word... I'm gonna look it up. Looking it up, chat. We're gonna learn today. I don't know why it's called me Hamlet. Maybe it's a really dumb poetic word. Solilo. Is that a Q or a G? It's confused since there's a U after it. Solilo Y. Let me listen. Oh, soliloquy. Soliloquy. I don't know if that's exactly it. The act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself or regardless of any hearers, especially by a character in a play. Okay, so I'm speaking out loud.
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So I mean, get out. But what? I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Dang it. Group photo's been added to the truth bullets. Guessing everyone else probably got a picture too. So in the end, all I found is the gym and even more confusion. Or was even more confusion. That's what I found at the gym. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. No one's here? How does that count as a hint? It just made that even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo? It's like they're so close-minded. They really are. There's a million of these faked photos of everyone here, you know, and nothing makes sense because of this one reason. It's like, if you just put in theory, like, just imagine everyone got their memory wiped, right? Do we even know what year it is right now? Right? Imagine our memories got wiped and we all went to school together, right? Like, just for example, I'm not saying that is what it is. I don't know, right? But it's certainly a possibility instead of it's photoshopped. That's what it is. They faked it. Completely faked. You know? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Do I even know where anyone is? Check the biolab and all of them, but like one light's lit up. No. Dining hall. Someone's in the dining hall. I know who it is now, but. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto. Sorry, gotta go. Bro, if they all got the same picture, bro, why are they... Unless I'm the only one that got the picture and they got things like, don't trust Makoto. Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to talk to her and stuff. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Okay. Well, I imagine those two would run away from me expecting I'm some sort of, you know, weirdo. And Toko. I expect Toko to also just like kind of just like ditch me and be like, you know. No one's even here though. It just showed the dining hall, but okay. I'm just gonna try to find Kyoko or Byakuya. I feel like they'll like talk to me. Even if the thing said something like, don't trust Makoto. He's a murderer. He's gonna kill you if you speak to him. You know? He has a gun. I don't know. You know, something like that. I feel like they'd be like, I'm not scared. What's Makoto gonna do with the gun? Or how is he gonna... Yeah, look, he's in the archive. Let's end up. How's it going, Byakuya? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Bro. He won't even talk to me? What'd I do? Did I kill someone else? Everyone just seems very suspicious of me. Or more so like, it's either they hate me or they're very suspicious. And I'm not sure. I don't like feeling left out. I just want to see why everyone's in a photo. You know, maybe they're all avoiding me because they're hiding secrets, you know? Huh? Now I'm going to become hostile and aggressive towards everyone. They're the ones hiding secrets from me. I shouldn't be laid back. You know, I should be freaking out right now. What? Okay. I feel like I should have learned I could zoom out on the map a long time ago, but...
That was useful.
Oh, someone's in the morgue. Toko, not surprised. I decided to go visit the bio lab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh, Toko? Oh, she checked out the body. It's open. Oh, but Toko. Oh, yeah, sorry. I care about the sleeping person. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Hola. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. But I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up? No. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. The last thing I remember was just waking, was me waking up just now. What do you do to Miss Morose or more, whatever? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops when you, stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is where my little darling, tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know, I saw Byakuya around somewhere doing his own investigation.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it, I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry, I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, well now since Toko opened the thing, now I can, you know, I guess look. Hear your laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's got to be some reason for it. Whose dead body is it? Fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen about this room. Oh yeah,
it would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, but when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why has everything got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging out open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Yoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Moroko's body is in here. Moroko's corpse? Moroko's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So
You must be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then.
Why don't you just wait over there, and I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it. Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to her. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monaco made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on that offer. Huh? Why not?
Because
Then the reason to give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but that's done, or what's done is done. Sitting here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. If she writes to the mastermind, forwards that picture as a trap to confuse us, that's got to be it. There's no other explanation. Okay. I already talked to her about the group photo, nerd. Good point. Okay. Do I just leave now? Okay. So, what am I sitting around waiting for? I have to wait for her to do some investigating?
it would seem.
Okay, I've seen the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone is there, the blue light comes on. Look around the number of lights that are on, including Mukro's. There's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? I love lights. Crazy. Can't believe the way things are. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm supposed to look at. Do I just investigate everything again? Ready to look through the instructions, no, more importantly. Unless you said something different that time? No. I just love talking to her about the group photo a million times.
Whew, because
Oh my god. I can't leave, but what am I supposed to do?
it would seem.
So when something in the blue light comes on, look around the room. Oh yeah. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Let me. Oh, do I gotta look at the tarps again? You know, I've seen a tarp just like this somewhere before. Oh, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember that tarp, it's the same one that said Biolab. That's a tarp that I used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Yeah. Finally, she's done. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Geez, that was fast. Anyone can do work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Huh.
Oh.
That's weird.
Kind of weird, yeah.
The
Just
burnt
a little
tissue
bit.
made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. That makes neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. They've been stabbed a single time, so knives went completely through their body. They also been struck in the back of the head, but not the stick has been applied. The body was covered with wounds. These were probably less than days old, blah, blah, blah. The only option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma says files that were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we've got all the Monokuma file, or we've got the Monokuma right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with them.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as many, or as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they
In
can.
other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, only using their logic and common sense. Then as they investigate, they test whether they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. What does her account really cover? The fact that she thinks it was the things? So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Stupid stink bug, get off my screen. Come to think of it, there was one more thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They're indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. I don't know about that though. I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I mean, it doesn't add up though. It doesn't add up whatsoever. That doesn't make sense. Everyone else is dead. So why would a body the same measurements exactly if it wasn't her though? Plus the tattoo, she'd be the only person that would have been there though.
And
Well, why would she have had the fingernails, the fake nails? It doesn't make sense. How would she have died? She's a soldier. Who did she lose against if she's a soldier? Is that all you wanted to ask? No, but see, the only way she could have died is suicide at that point. But to also clean up a crime like that, you'd have to, hear me out, kill yourself several days ago. Then, bring your body to this, cover it with a tarp, take off the tarp, put fresh blood on you, stab a knife completely through your body. Seems a little hard while you're dead, if you ask me, Jared. I don't know, I've never tried it myself, but
so
I
then,
think so. When it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilling here. Oh wait, we're not gonna put the body back. Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? As part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to the separate investigation, yes. Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. Yeah, notebook. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now. But see, that doesn't add up. Because of their bodies. And plus, who would have killed her? It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, the 16th student is definitely her. 100%. Right? It has to be. All the other students are dead. Who killed her? It was none of the remaining students. And we're missing a body. You know, I feel like this would be so easy if we just looked through all the bodies. Right? That would make it a lot simpler, I feel. Right? Maybe someone had the like exact same, no, but the tattoo. Maybe one of their bodies just aren't there, and maybe they're still alive. Like maybe
Maybe there was another Fenrir among them. Who's
yeah,
to
exactly.
say?
Maybe there's some outside people. Like maybe Hefe's not even in here. Maybe Hefe never died.
It's possible.
Well,
Doesn't
something
seem
has to be
like
possible, dude. There's no way we're just missing a body, and there's a ghost that killed someone and committed a murder. How are we supposed to possibly figure that out, though? Is there even a possibility besides there being a mysterious 17th student, or if technically 2 people are the 16th student? But even then, it doesn't make sense. Because 10 people should be dead regardless. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9 dead bodies here, but 10 are dead. So yeah, just a body's missing. And this one we can confirm is the recent body. So then 1 of the first 9 are not here. To be fair, given how the things were killed, it kind of makes sense. You know? I don't know. It really depends if the executions were very literal or not. Because would we be able to see some of the bodies? Like the person who was completely burned alive and the person who was turned into like dog food or whatever? You know?
Yeah.
So maybe like they don't count? But no, that seems weird.
That wouldn't add up either. Not even close.
Yeah. The only bodies that would be here were the ones that were just murdered, not the ones that were punished.
Executions.
Okay, well, I feel like there's a body missing. That's the point. And I feel like that'd be pretty crucial information to have. You know? I feel like literally if they just checked those, we'd have our answer, wouldn't we? Someone's just not dead. It literally just has to be that simple. Someone's just not dead. The people who were punished are definitely dead. And they reported the dead bodies though, right? And I feel like if they reported them as dead, they had to have been dead, right? Unless like they're just like, nah, we're just gonna cheat, you know?
Possible.
Because all the bodies were definitely reported and the people that were executed definitely were dead.
Yeah, definitely just checking all the bodies. You would really just have your answer.
Exactly, because if like for some reason like Sayaka wasn't there, I'd be like, okay, Sayaka's either alive or, you know, I'm gonna need some answers here, you know? Like Yomada Kumo, why is Sayaka's body not here? You know?
Maybe Kyoko will bring it up.
I doubt it. It'll probably never be mentioned. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found the headmaster's in the room.
And?
So do you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine these lockers belong to any of us. Oh yeah, we could test that, though, right? We could literally test if those lockers belong to
I was thinking the same thing.
Kyoko and yeah. After all, only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. That's not exactly true. She could have had access when she made it to the thing with the special key, you know? But she also, I mean, to be fair, we could also test if her e-handbook was there, you know? But it also doesn't explain the other guy, unless they're both working together. Hiro and Kyoko. Maybe they're working for the ultimate despair? That seems weird, though. It's a possibility, though. I'm not going to write it off. Okay. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's true,
Could that mean that video was real, too? Video.
Makoto.
I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can.
So
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. This class 78 urgent interviews.
So,
You know, maybe it would have helped if we would have watched everyone's video as well. At least the remaining people, right?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Like, wouldn't that help piece things together a little bit?
I mean, if it was anything like yours and Sayaka's, would it really matter?
Well, mine was weird. It's like my house was destroyed, my parents were gone. That's weird. You know, it looked like an apocalypse happened, right? But in Sayaka's, it just looked like someone killed other idols. You know? They weren't like disappeared, they were just injured or something like that.
Yeah, I guess it would probably paint a little more of the picture.
Exactly, because if hers is like an apocalypse, maybe an apocalypse happened. If hers is just like a normal school life or something weird happens, and it's like, you know? Or, I don't know, there's other possibilities too. Maybe she was in a pop idol group, you know? And you never know. Been in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway.
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, but just go watch it see for yourself. You think you realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us would have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue in this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In
Ramble.
other words,
And so it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Yoko's eyes burned with a fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. Couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. Because her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth, whether the truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. You know what's weird, though? Why don't we have a high school level hope? Or like an ultimate hope? You know, that seems like a pretty nice thing to have against despair. You know?
That'd be too easy.
Would it be, though? We'll just get lucky instead. Sorry if it was
Yeah.
strange.
So,
Who cares about fighting hope against despair when I can fight luck with despair? You know? The flip of the coin decides it all.
That'd be a great way to represent hope.
No, I think it'd be a great way to
With,
represent luck. You know?
I mean the other way.
What?
If we had hope, it'd make it a lot easier to see that we're representing hope.
Yeah, true. But I feel like they'd have to be the best at it. So it's like, who here would be the best at hope? You know? Definitely not me. I don't really.
Secret identity.
I don't
or
think
Alter
Makoto.
ego split personality.
Yeah, I don't think Makoto really represents hope. Luck, on the other hand, also not really. You know? Plot armor? Probably. Right? That's pretty.
I mean, he's the only one that's been killed and survived basically twice.
Yeah.
Well, Ifumi.
Well, Hifumi was stupid. And I think he won out of.
You
Or
can argue with the facts.
he didn't die because of spite. You know? Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got a DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room and check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. I mean, honestly, are we all kind of high school level hope at that point? Maybe that doesn't work. Because, like, if despair can be a group, can't we be, like, hope? I mean, it's kind of what we already represent, right? But, like, can't we be, like, cooler, you know? Like, we're the ultimate hope students, you know? Something cool.
That sounds super lame.
Maybe we could make it cool, though, right?
Like, ultimate despair, that's like sick. Ultimate hope club or whatever. That doesn't sound as cool.
The, I don't know.
The Hopers.
The Party of Hope. Maybe Ultimate High School Level Hope is Hope from Final Fantasy 13. Where's he at?
Oh my
He
god.
kind of looks like Makoto, right? Maybe hear me out, chat. Right? Lightning is Kyoko. Naegi is Hope. Byakuya is Snow.
Snow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Snow.
exactly.
And Toko is that Fang. I think it's adding up so far. And then Swimmer Girl.
We got less accurate.
I don't know, dude. It's irrelevant. I mean, maybe Sakura's more like Snow.
And why is that?
And Swimmer Girl's more like Fang. I don't know. Point is hope. You know? The thing is that I feel like Nagi represents hope, but that's only because I'm playing hope, and I feel like without me being here, they don't win. Right? Right? Okay, I'm getting very lost. I'm on the second floor, right? Yeah, I think I would have been on the first floor. Okay. Let's watch a movie, guys. Chill out. You guys got your popcorn ready? If not, you should pause the video right now. Right? Make some popcorn. Saddle up. Even though it'll probably be like the end of the investigation. It's pretty soon. So you're going to make popcorn, get a couple bites in watching this, and then it's going to be over. But at least you'll still have popcorn. You should play DVDs just fine. Well, then I better take a look. I took a DVD. Oh, bro, this is a chance for me to drink my Diet Dr. Pepper? Non-spons.
Getting sponsored by Diet Dr. Pepper would be kind of like really sad.
Wouldn't that be the same as getting sponsored by like Pepsi? I like Pepsi and Coke, but you know, whoever sponsored me, I would have to like more, right? So,
You know, I feel like you said that before.
well, probably have. Point is, sponsor me. It said that I was playing, or it said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. It started to, I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. But then all of a sudden, an image appeared. It's the devil from the Bible. Sayaka. It took me by total surprise. I haven't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
This is so creepy. Also, this president guy kind of looks like the one guy from Fate. Actually, a lot of people from Fate. There's a lot of people that look like this guy from Fate.
That's what it reminded me of.
The guy from Fate?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? There's a lot of them that are like the guy from Fate. There's a lot of people. The assassin.
Headmaster.
A Well, obviously the headmaster. I'm saying the headmaster.
Well, I don't know who from Fate.
Then how'd you say that's who it reminds me of? What do you mean? The
I don't
headmaster
know
reminds you
who
of the
it is from
headmaster?
Fate. I just know they have black hair. It's moderately flat and they look really basic.
Okay. You do you. I think it was. It's not Toka. What's her name? No, it wasn't her dad. It was the cool spy guy. Who was like, you can like accelerate my heart rate 3 times. You know? That guy definitely was like him. I think there was another fake
I
character.
like the guy.
Is it the archer?
Was there a guy that looked like him that was like one of the commander guys?
Well, you only watched the Fate Apocrypha, right? Like the one that was like the teams
I haven't actually watched any of it.
with a Stolfo, like the team one, where it was like a chessboard.
Yeah, probably.
It was like the black and red. Yeah, you probably just saw it on a thumbnail, maybe. That was probably Fate Zero. Anyway, point is, okay, then are you ready to begin? The voice I heard was of a man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man, approximately in his 30s. I presume the headmaster. I pieced it all together. The smell of it smells like Kyoko. Must be Kyoko's father. But that's also because he's the headmaster mostly. The smell has nothing to do with it. I just smell Kyoko.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if
That's
I
actually
record
pretty
our
spot on.
conversation.
Just like an OVA or something.
Yes. I do apologize, but
I'm a little slow, you know.
I'm a little slow, you know, too.
I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
I do that all the time. Just mental notes. Sounds like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
Oh.
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense who would agree to spending the rest of their life in the school. Accept? What? Why do I not get to hear all of what she's saying? It's just like she says like the first word and then it's like, okay, fill in the blanks.
Thank
What?
you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut off. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this. I simply cannot comprehend what I heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friend. Obviously, she was the first person who tried to kill someone to get out of here. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame it for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to willingly living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light on the monitor. The video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back on screen. And if I was confused before, then what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's me, isn't it? Whoa, it's me, isn't it? Huh? What I saw was me. Impossible, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
I feel like even if they forgot memories, like say, for example, we're in the future, right? Just saying, or whatever, alternate universe, whatever it is, right? Well, maybe not alternate universe, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But say it's like back in time, wouldn't we like remember our faces, kind of? Wouldn't it like bring us like comfort if we were all friends, you know? I feel like that would just be kind of like more of a physical thing, you know? And I don't think we have physical amnesia, you know? We're not Samus.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down and talking to him like this.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Bro, okay, first of all, you're telling me we all agreed here that we might just spend the rest of our time in here, and we ain't banging, bro? The frick? Missed opportunity. We have to populate the world somehow.
As the headmaster of
School
Hope's
only
Peak
school.
Academy, that's the
Huh?
very least I can do for you.
The place you're populating.
In the school?
Hmm?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the
That's
school, for the school.
For the school? I don't think it's really for the school.
I mean, it's not like you'd be able to leave.
Once again, the video cut out. I'm surprised no one's banged so far. It's been like a month.
Whoa. You don't know that? Last you threw out it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's like
People
basically
weren't
a
that
month.
desperate.
I don't
Well,
know.
maybe Tokyo.
Especially with desperate times, anyone could die at any time. I mean, like, you know, it's not like people are dirty. There's bathhouses, you know? I don't know.
I think
Missed
you said
opportunity.
enough.
All I'm saying, it's not very realistic. Let's be real. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. I would be surprised if it took more than a day, Jared. That's all I'm saying. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever, and then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down to the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and then he asked her his question, and she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted life in the school. Just Kyoko's interview was wrapped up. See, I don't understand how they're not piecing together. Maybe we're like in the future after the school life and we were just brainwashed. I mean, obviously that's not like, that would just be like my main theory, which in fact, it is my main theory, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that would be hard to believe. Like, say, if I got brainwashed, or more so just like memory erased or whatever, I would probably find it hard to believe that there's no way.
I saw a video of me doing something, and it's like, I didn't remember, even though it was like, say, even like a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure I'd be pretty quick to believe it. Seems hard to fake.
Yeah. I don't know though. I feel like I'd still be more
Then again, a lot
cautious.
of the stuff here is pretty advanced.
I would definitely consider it a possibility though, for sure. Like, that's immediately what I figured when you see the first picture of like, oh, the school beforehand with the windows undone.
Mm.
You know, the first thing is like, okay, well, maybe since we woke up in a weird place, we don't know how long we were like here, so maybe we did spend the school life and just memories wiped and then we're here. You know? But they also said this place is a shelter and that we'd want to spend the rest of our lives here, but that seems weird to make a school a shelter. You know? But to be fair, it does look pretty fortified to keep us in or whatever else out. But like, what kind of apocalypse, unless it's like some sort of weird monster, you know? It's like, that seems weird to be like, oh, you guys are in here, it's actually a shelter because there's monsters outside that are killing everyone. It's like, what? Then why are we filming this and sending it to people, right? For people to watch, to crush all their hope, you know?
It seems like the, like Monokuma or whatever took it over.
Took over what?
Like, say, the school. Doesn't seem like this was the original plan.
Well, yeah. It definitely seems like at least someone took over, just the despair kids or despair group, whatever it was, probably took over, seeing as the headmaster's dead and turned into a murder game. So they're probably the ones that wiped their memory. They're like, okay, this will be funny. They're all living a happy life. This is only hope. Something like that. And then someone took over and it's like, okay, I'm going to take away their memories and then I'm going to make them kill each other. That seems really hard to organize though. Seeing how the way everything's laid out and how they have like the room with Monokuma and all that, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
that seems very, very hard to like set up, you know? Unless it was kind of planned beforehand. Or at least maybe like something like Monokuma was there to exist beforehand, you know? But Monokuma wasn't supposed to be evil or anything. But he also does have bombs strapped to him, or more so like as part of him. You know, and there's a bunch of traps set up. I feel like though that would just have to be built like way beforehand. You know? I don't know. The monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now, then, when it doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime, or anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure? No. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd just ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem.
Think back to it now, at the point my memory was going. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed too obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Okay. Is it trial time? Or are they just gonna give us another hint? If so, I still got some questions.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Frick you, Monokuma. You're gonna die. Time to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I didn't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Devil's Maw.
This is the end.
Well, I think that's a good time to save. We've been playing for almost 2 hours and it's a little bit past 3. I consider that a dub. We didn't quite make the time schedule, but I think it works. Anyway, chat, next time you see me... Well, Jared's already gone. Jared's out here. Frick him, right guys? Just us now. Finally. Anyway. Next time you see me, it'll be in the class trial. Well, it'll be heading into the class trial. You'll see me right here, but we'll be heading into class trial for hopefully, presumably, definitely the last class trial. And then we'll finish up whatever like extra stuff we need to do. And then by extra stuff, I mean like finishing the main story. And then we might go for some of the side stuff depending, but we do have not that much time before it leaves Game Pass. So we're not gonna have a lot of time to work with. So we'll see what we can get done, if we even care to get it done after we're done the main story. I'd like to, but again, if it adds too much time, we're just literally not gonna be able to do it. But we'll see what we can get done. We're definitely finishing the main story tomorrow. So, as always, chat, make sure to like, follow, and obey, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop. Ribbit. And if you're on YouTube, links in the description for links to the Twitch, the TikTok, and the Twitter. Always fun to watch it live. And if you're on Twitch, exclamation point any of the socials on screen, and you'll get a link directly to it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.